All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the show, everybody. How we all doing today? It's an absolutely beautiful day here in Silver City, New Mexico. 60 degrees Fahrenheit. Wonderful. I love it. Sunny. Beautiful. Um, yeah, and here we go. We're going to work on a different and new painting today. We'll get there in a second. I'd like to thank my patrons for making all this possible. TC Hollingsworth, Jennifer Hudson Gorman, Junior Sim Racing, Boomer League, and Sandra Scala. Let's get started with the show, shall we?
Hello, my name is Shane, and this is my art.
In the heart of Silver City, New Mexico, where art comes to life. Discover the beauty of creativity with my stunning collection of prints. Here at Dalton Gallery, I believe art should be accessible to everyone. That's why I'm excited to introduce my exclusive collection, made here in America. With just a few taps on your phone, you can own a piece of art that speaks to you. Check us out at shanedaltongallery.com or click the banner below and take home some unique art today. That is where we're at. Here we are. Welcome everybody. So, as you can see there, that's what we're going to work on today. We're going to work on just doing something from start to finish. Don't really, if you're here, normally you see me work on some paintings for sure. Rarely is it ever just I don't know how to put it, a Bob Ross type installation where we just start from scratch and do the whole thing. That's where we're at right now. I'm looking for a pencil. I have tons of pencils. So many pencils. Now, this canvas is a little goofed up right here on the bottom. So, normally, again, I don't do these types of paintings where I'm just like, let's try something. We're going to block it out. We're going to treat it as you would any painting. Yeah. So I think, first things first, we need to draw out the area, yeah? I want to kind of show you guys what I'm doing. The issue is, this is way over here, that's way over there. A lot of people walking around today. So what I have here, and this is going to be silly for you all, but at least I get to see it a little larger, yeah? So hope you don't mind. Let's look at it.
Hello, my name is Shane, and this...
Boom. Just like that. Can you even see it? So, what I did was I just want to carry some opportunity of like what this painting shows. So as you can see, I'm just looking back, and we're only going to capture a certain side of it. The front end, I suppose, is the most important. That would be probably should have used, maybe I can do this differently. What if, only wish I knew how to do this stuff. But that's what we're here to do. We're here to work on it. Silly is as silly does. Now here's what I'm going to do. We have the front of the rock, the top of the rock going across. This would be some trees up here. Obviously this is going here, but there's a, it's almost like we're taking a different angle. So, yeah. Can you even see it at all? Yeah, a little bit. If I were to zoom in, you guys get to see just the blocking. General shape. That's really all we're looking for here, is a general shape. Because we're going to come in with a normal paintbrush. This is something else, people. I'm always excited to try to do a Bob Ross style paintings. It's muy difficult. So sky is first. And then we're going to wrap it around the shape of the rocks, because we didn't have to do the rocks and trees and all that stuff. But first of all, let's make this sky look good. Thank you for being here for this attempt at doing a painting. Let's grab a little bit of white. Throw it down. Okay, so seems like there's going to be some trees covering up. There's going to be a rock here. The sky does go down all the way to, again, I think we're going to miss the middle part. Let's just pretend, if you will, when you're looking at this, that the camera angle that we have is just turned to the left.
Except I should be gessoing to prep my new piece.
Yeah, full show. A lot of cloud cover in this day. We can treat it how we want to. That is not a brush in good shape. It does happen. Brushes get out of shape quick. All right. Might change up the shape a little bit as I work out the problems here. I'm going to start with a little bit of just some light blue, a lot of white. I want to make a good mixture. We don't want to lose it. And yeah, you work over the lines. What we're going to do right here is kind of just create the angle the sky will be, the wind is blowing. I need more white. Go finger. This is going to show you how simple it is to mock up anything really. If you have an idea, it's very simple to go about it. Let me just get some of this white off of my paintbrush so I don't have to waste the paint. This is a time in the painting you can be very loose with it. A lot of it's going to be covered up with trees and rocks. But we definitely want the sky coming in, right? At a certain angle. And first off, we're just covering it. Perfect. Bring in some dark. This is a coastal picture, so the wind is generally not too calm. It has a direction, onshore, offshore, whatever it may be. I want to thank Laura for submitting the picture. Giving me the opportunity to give this a shot. So again, direction we got. Now generally, it's going to be lighter to dark, bottom to top. Now if you want to soften it up a little bit, just cross hatch your lines. Try to get them in one direction. You could do two directions, but then if you do two directions, just go with a diagonal cross hatch. If you do one direction, doesn't matter, just keep it in a direction. Then go back, over it again, the other way, and everything is just soft as can be. Yeah? Very easy. Now you can see the issues I'm having already. So that's why I decided to change the angle of how I'm seeing the picture. This canvas is shortened up. I could choose to pick the right side of that picture, I can choose the left side of that picture, or I can choose switching the angle up. And so I envision in my mind we just turn to the left, and now we're looking at the painting from this point. We're cutting out this middle area kind of, because this ridge that's happening here is going to be moved to about here. So if you can imagine that, whoop, or we have to make this a smaller painting that just happens in between, which we could do. I suppose I don't see a problem in that. We'd have to kind of designate the top. I I suppose I could do that. You know, I don't know what I'm doing. Welcome to the show. Let's see what that, if I close that off and put a line up there and then stick a line on here, it kind of would help the and it is just for fun. So we're just doing this for fun. This is, any art is for fun, yeah? What do I do? 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 How about if we come in with some rock color, get that on, and maybe that'll help me size up the different sized painting. Let's grab some of this to mix in with this. You know, because really, I'm just gonna hang out, stand up. If I were to see this as a piece, I would see this coming in here, right? So like, just for fun, we're just getting a general shape. General shape. Let's just say you can make mistakes. I can go back and forth with the other blue. Obviously, I shouldn't have went that high up, should I have? But I guess that's green up there. So the brown is gonna just come across anyway. That's what I gotta learn, and I think we all can take an example of this, where relax, you know, just chill out a little bit. Just chill out. Ain't no biggie. What is it exactly, you know? It's a painting. It's an interpretation even. If you're going for a reality-based painting, there's a lot of things you have to follow, yeah? Right now I'm just setting up the rock. As you can see, if I were to take a little bit of blue, we'll get the undercarriage of it all. And again, darker to light is okay, yeah? Does not matter. A lot of things actually matter. Don't listen to me. This is a very loose. You guys know what I normally do. It's not this. So we have a nice deep green, which I'm pretty pleased with. Just covering it up. Just seeing what I see. Seeing what I see, seeing what you see, seeing what we all can see. Gonna need a fan brush for the trees for show. I'm just following it around. Being very free with it. Not not worried, not even looking. I'm looking at what you guys are seeing. Yeah, we're looking for the, a general color. So now I want to kind of smooth out all these, letting the paint sit there a little bit. Again, I can go one way, I can go the other way. If I choose to go both, I just give it with a little bit of crosshatch, back and forth. Terrible brush, a little stiff. Hope you guys have better brushes than I do. But we're getting a shape. We're getting an idea. If I want to come through with a little bit of something, let's say just to bring out this, I gotta let that dry, don't I? I'm not used to having a wet canvas. Let's bring in the other color across. Let's put a little bit of dark blue in that brown. Make it very, very dark. That's what we want. That's where we're at. We're at right here. Just an eyeball. We're just eyeballing. This is why I don't... Look, I really have to figure out how to kind of teach. Let's get a little bit more of this brown down here. It's going to definitely go down. Take a look at what I'm doing. So you see that down here, it kind of like comes all the way down here. Some of my best paintings have been done with a crazy start like this, so I'm not too worried, but I am, because that looks absolutely ludicrous so far. But that's normal. That's painting. Beep boop beep. I need darker. So where is that? This is probably right here. Just for you know, a spot. We're only capturing so much of the painting, considering it's where it is, the size it is, what I got, versus, you know what I mean? So, you work with what you can. You work with what you know, maybe. We're gonna need another one right here. That would be that. Okay. You see what I'm doing, I hope. If we were to capture a tree or two, we would need to capture one here. Yeah. Two here. And then there's a couple there. And then just the prominent ones is what I'm looking for. And then we can deal with the rest momentarily. It's all going to be green, which I have some green. Whoops, too much. I hope this is making sense for everyone. Hello.
Hello.
How are you today?
Good. I don't want to interrupt you.
You're fine, buddy. Come on in. Welcome.
I have to run, but I'll be back later. How late are you going to be open?
5 o'clock.
5 o'clock.
Yes, sir.
I want to ask you, have you ever heard any noise from the other side of the wall?
Sure.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
During ecstatic dance night,
Oh, yeah.
that's only usually when it happens.
I see.
Otherwise, they're meditating.
Yeah. You don't hear the bell ringing?
No,
Okay, in the morning?
that's a nice addition to my day if I did.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, bud.
I'll be back.
All right, boss. Bells are ringing. So the fun part here is that we're just blocking out a scene, yeah? And we can kind of see it together, I hope. We're gonna work this out. I am unhappy with doing paintings live. It is not easy. I'm putting my whole being out there, you know. It looks like we're gonna be hitting up a little bit of the this color. See, that's fine. It's just that it's just gonna be what it is. The water with the clay in it. So we're starting to get the section of the piece. I see much problems. We have many problems. Do we? I'm figuring this out. I think this, right? Moss green. Sometimes I mix the color on the board, on the canvas, which is fine. Don't be scared of doing anything, really. Just get out there, put paint on the canvas. The beautiful thing about paint is it can be painted over. And I will enjoy that forever. It just does not matter. You just punch. Now, let's work on these trees on top, I suppose. We're gonna need to give them a little bit of life. What do we got here? It looks like it kind of just, don't worry. I will be bringing the right brush, but I'm starting with the tips of the back trees. Just gonna get some in. Kind of all leaning, they're all doing what trees do. Hopefully. Let's get a fan brush. If y'all got some fan brushes, that's cool. Fan brush looks like this. They come in many different sizes. Voila. Great for trees. Let's try some right now. Prove me wrong. We've all seen Bob Ross do the fan brush trees, so should be pretty simple. I had a friend of mine come in today and say he'd like to see, oh, it's too big even, work out the color red and turn that into a painting. And I'm like, huh, what a great idea. So soon I may just have a little meditative party where we're just doing a, a red color. I have a whole blue one. So right now it's just, I'm kind of just still sticking with the this guy's an interesting guy. He's like, ask me if I hear stuff. I'm like, sure. So again, just mixing the color kind of on the canvas too. Just making sure. Messing up the green, you know? Kind of pushing it up the hill. So many different trees. There's a couple that are obviously we'll work it out. Just got to keep that. Got to have some of the blue shine through. And again, layers. At first it looks rather silly, because it is. And I'm going with the darker version so I can come back and give it the highlights it needs. Okay. I do not like that fan brush. Yay. Newsflash. Let's try something else. A smaller, more square. I don't think this is going to be the right use. Oh, it's not too bad. It actually will provide some good structure. So we'll go to one side of these trees. We know that the light is going to be reactive no matter what. So we just want one half of the tree to stay kind of like the color it needs to stay, you know? I hope you all are having a great week. I've been looking forward to doing this because I don't know what I'm doing. And anytime I can challenge myself into something new, I am happy to do that. And I hope you guys have things in your life that you can feel the same about. Even in my video gaming, I'm just challenging myself to understand ideas that I'm not normally familiar with, you know? Not always about just bouncing around. I'm interested to know. There's going to be a lot of underbrush here, as you can see in the picture. But all we got to do is make it happen. The underbrush, and the once this dries, get a top going over the top of this, so it all kind of just blends in as the picture is. All right, now it's just a block. It's just we're setting up angles of the dangles. We still don't know what's happening here on this side, which I could probably run a. Try to mix a good color with a little bit of blue, some green, some brown. I want to really gray it up. Obviously, this right here is straight down all the way to the bottom. Okay. So, we want that edge of that rock, right? I'm not too worried about anything but shapes. Shapes are what you want. So right now, this goes like this. An interesting little take. Okay? Not to worry, people. I was born worried. So I got enough worry in us for all of us. Right now I'm just gonna kind of mush up this a little bit, give me that dimension. That way I can go through and fix what I need to fix. Looks like I'm gonna need to fix something. A little more blue. Let's mix some blue in there. Again, it's fine to mix it on the canvas, as long as you got enough on there to work with. He says, "You hear the bells?" So essentially, now you kind of get the angle of what I was saying, where I'm just cutting off and I'm turning the camera a little bit. Even your camera is getting turned a little bit. So we're missing that whole middle third, which is fine. This section from here, I'm talking the picture now, here to here is gone. And we've just turned the angle a little bit. I like it. I don't mind. It's, you know. Just kind of covering up some of that white just so I can hold down the fort. See it? And I do not really think you can make a mistake. It's kind of like the beautiful thing about painting. You know? As I've made tons of mistakes right now. Let's bring this back down to about here. Just mess with it. Just mess with it. Whatever you do is okay. I promise. Because you can always start over. There's nothing wrong with practice. Practice being, oh look, practice, more practice, tons of practice. It doesn't matter. Whatever you do is time on the paint, time on the canvas, if you ask me. That's why sometimes I can just lose myself. And I don't ever claim to be a realist painting. You know, wouldn't know how. It means I'm not good. Shh. Don't tell anybody. Okay, we're getting. So it's literally just capture, move, block, paint, move, capture, boom, move. Get another angle, boom, move. Catch the right spots. Bing, bang, 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 you know? And it's a bing, bang, bong. It's a bing, bang, bong, bing, bang, bong, a bing, bang, bong, get a bing, bang, bang, bing, 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 bing. What we should do is bring, so this seems like it goes this way and around. Now what I think we should do is bring up the red here and then just the front trees here so it genuinely cuts off that. Let's check it. I'll show you. Talking about if we're going to get rid of a third of the picture, then a bing bang bong, a bing bang bong. And we bring this, so you bring this angle real close to you so that when it's boom, it's noticeable. Sure would be nice if the side was done right. And then some tree on top. Some tree on top. I don't know why I'm bringing that over there. We should bring it over here where the tree is, all the tree colors. Okay, what are we looking at here? Is a dark bush and a light bush. Dark bush. Yeah. A little more green, which is fine. Nemoto. And we're going to put a light bush in front of it. Just more green. And mix it right on there. Just mix it right on there. Maybe we don't have enough room for the light bush. Which is fine. No biggie, no biggie. See, I like it. I got to get better at this though. I was hopefully planning to, make some classes happen around here. And certainly need to be more versed and better equipped to prep this all out, answer questions, the whole 9 yards. All right, we're starting to see what it looks like. Now let's bring in some of these dark edges, like say up here. Up on top we have right here, this is just a crazy blob of, right? We're all happy with it. We're not worried. It's a little bit, that's a little bit high up in there, but that's the green. We'll just cover this all with green. No worries, just blocking. We're just blocking. There is a lot more blue shining through that tree, I'm sure. That's a little bit of an issue, but we will fix it, I promise. Let's cover this. And then it's all green down. So, that's kind of nice. And so this is going to be what I'm doing here is I'm just putting in a little bit of trees. Right? So this ridge coming up here is literally right there. Ridge, ridge, ridge. Now the creek that's coming through, which is this little thing here, we're going to turn into a little bit more function, a little bit more functionality. Because the angle is different and we want it to lay flat. So it's important. And this is distance. Those are caves that are distant. So not too worried about that. So crazy seeing a painting early on. Usually this is the moment where artists are like, don't look at my painting, you know. So that is a lot of distance between that little cave and this little stream, right? So we need to lay it all down. Lay it all down on the line. Let's take a look-see at what we have done. What have we done? What do we keep doing? All right, so we're gonna lay that down. Boom, we missed the whole middle, which is fine. I don't mind. I just switched the camera. I made my own thing. So, looks like some of this is definitely some beautiful little, let's work out this. We got some of this, we got, I know it's a crazy color. It's not the right color at all. When I say you can mix your own colors, you got to do it though. Ay, ay, ay. I hope you all are having a great day. I'm working on it. Working on it. Feeling pretty good about it. This painting I've been looking forward to doing, and here we are. So all right. Sure. It's gonna be that. It's gonna go with that. All right? Hate to tell you. That's what we're looking at. Again, we're just looking to block out, you know. So please do not worry. Things you won't even notice. Speaking of noticing, through the trees. No. No, 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 no. So, what I did there with the blues is you can see in the picture, it's just like a gray. So let's hope I can work that out. I'm gonna clean the brush. These are those moments in life where you hope the internet just crashes on you. You're like, Please don't let me keep doing this. Why do I keep doing this, you know? What I'm looking for here is just a little bit of sheen. And we're gonna bring the sheen out of the rock. Like it's splashed on. There is no real blue in there. So, I'm okay with that. Sheen. I don't want straight lines, I want interrupted lines everywhere. Everything needs to be interrupted by something else because it is a rock. And this rock is going to have some qualities to it. And they're pretty, blah, 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 pretty much everywhere. So not too worried about that. That seems like a trusty way through. Boom, boom, boom. How about a little bit more of the yellow? Boom, boom, boom. Just wanna remember, we have to lay this way down, so and that means distance. That means there's a lot of back and forth over here. Let's do that right now. Let's give it some back and forth. Now what this should do is literally create some distance, man. We're gonna need some disarray here. Throw the brush on the ground. Not cool, bro. Okay. That's a lot of energy expended on this so far. Now we gotta figure it out. We got some of the blocking in. We need some of the other colors in the rock. That's gonna certainly help us. So when we come through here, and we're gonna wanna do some of this, and some of this, and some of this. You know? Texture is everything, especially with my painting style. But I was hoping what I was going to do here today is get to a point to where I'm like, okay, there's a painting, you know? That could be good. Looking back, looking forward, I'm looking every which way. I'm applying the shaggy shake, patented technique of painting I devised myself. Let all these areas dry so that it you know, I just got to bounce around. So I see that the red goes up to here and then probably just bounces down a little bit, you know. Blend it in. That's going to be trees up there anyway. Again, don't want straight lines. Can have a bunch of goofy lines. No problem. No problem. Okay, so remember the camera angle. It moved left. Cut out that whole middle third to the left. It looks like, if you ask me, we'll fix that. And this comes in actually right about there. So we'll make this one less. Again, shapes. We're looking for shapes. We're looking for a generalized pattern idea, you know, all that. We don't want to get too, yeah, it's actually pretty good actually where it's happening here. Let's see if we bounce in some green. If I'm looking, I'm like this. I see some, you know, the trees creeping over the mountain, tucking in, tucking in, tucking in. That's a good tree color. Looks like I have more trees. Interpretive dance. That's what we'll call it. Can we call it that? Can we pretend like this was my whole idea all along? Okay, blocking, people, you know, you throw a little bit here, throw a little bit there, just colors going everywhere, man. There's colors happening. Oh shoot, not that, bro. Little finger paint, ain't no problem. Cool with whatever. It's pretty blocked out for the idea. I would love to see, how is that even possible? But it's like here. You know, contemplative ideas, people. This is a magical moment. Blocking, making sure it has the beep boop beep that you need. I haven't made such a mess with my own painting in a long time. Like I got paint all over my fingers, pants, clothes, everywhere. I'm a mess. Welcome to the world. Weird, it's not supposed to be green, but it's green. Which is, I guess, fine. I guess that's fine. I'll use that lighter version right there. Kind of help with that. Do you know what I mean? I hope you're all enjoying yourselves, having a good day. Watching me fumble about has got to make you feel a little bit better. Okay. So we're just looking, just viewing. The colors are right. This is what's very important right now is like color, shape, and if you copy, you copy. If you interpret, you interpret. If you do your own thing, but color and you know, the essence of the cliff is there, even though it's my own quirky view of it. Yeah. Let's get some coffee and take a little breather. We've done a pretty good job of blocking the painting out, so I'm pleased with that. So I suppose the next thing we'll do is we'll make the right colors, use the right brushes, and we'll make it
Yeah,
work.
colours are unique in this place. The rocks have that reddish colour. We have iron-rich soil, so it looks red.
Yeah, nice.
Great for growing potatoes. Laura D.
And for trees.
Set. And fir trees.
Most certainly.
Apparently.
I'll be right back. So this is where the confidence meets the road, yeah? Because so far, if I were me 20 years ago, I'd say, I don't know how to paint, and I would give up, right? Because, but since I've been here so many times, I know that we're on the right track. Ugh. I know it's just going to take a little bit to. We've moved the angle. Whoop. We're still seeing the same thing. We're just missing some of the river, right? We've essentially what we've done here is tucked where you've taken the picture, Laura, is there. I have moved and then went to the left of that rock and then bam. So it's I didn't copy it. Yeah, now it's about sticking to your guns and going through and starting with the sky, putting the clouds in, getting the light right, boom, 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 then the trees, then the rocks, then the river, and it'll be done. Seems simple. Seems simple. I like when it's simple. I like when it's simple. All right. Just kicking my feet because it feels good. You know what I'm saying? If you don't kick your feet, there's something we don't hear too often. Sirens. Okay. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go clean this water out. Fresh start. Boom. Wonderful. That's what we call a fresh start. Okay. Again, putting paint everywhere, not cool. We will toss these. Don't need them. What we want here, first we're going to go blue, yeah? We don't go blue. Yeah, we want to clean up the sky, put some clouds in. I'm going to come back with the trees, put the trees in. I mean, God willing, huh? I really appreciate you, Laura, showing up at my gaming channel. It's always fun when I can, you know, bring two worlds together. What'd you think of the art gallery on there? Pretty neat, right? We had a much bigger one last time, but it was extreme. Everything we do on there is pretty extreme because it's creative and it's building and all that. All right. Let's stick with this paintbrush, I guess. Let's see. Lots of clouds in your picture. I mean, that's pretty cool.
Laura D.E.'s Ed Art said, "It's great that you can bring your interests together."
Yeah, thanks. I think so. Didn't really have too much of an interest into video gaming until I was, well, obviously at a young age, I was way into it, and then my pop was of the cloth of like, you know, you can't do anything with that, and he wasn't wrong. These days it's a little different, you know. People have opportunities that they didn't have in the 80s. And so at 47, I was like, you know what? I want to get back to video gaming. This is neat. I want to stream it. This is awesome. But I also knew that, you know, I don't really like video games. So that's a problem. Yeah.
Laura D.E.'s Ed Art said,
But I love creating.
"Try having a history degree. That's useless
I'm
too."
just gonna pop in.
Yeah, true, true. I'm sure it could be. Hi,
Hi.
welcome. Welcome to my studio.
Trying to pop into some galleries here real
Well,
quick.
really appreciate you. All the work is mine.
Very nice.
Yeah, it's unique. You enjoying silver?
Yeah, we're just passing through, but we're gonna come back. I was just telling my husband, well, we're definitely gonna have to come back. And we just came through Alto, Arizona, and it kind of looks like this. We were down in the Sonoran Desert.
Yeah,
Really
that's
gorgeous out there.
that's where I'm from. That's why a lot of this is the Sonoran
Okay,
Desert.
Yeah, it's like, they just kind of remind me of just so pretty out. We spent like 3 weeks out there. It was
Ah,
pretty.
beautiful. Yeah, I'm from
With the
Tucson.
grass, yeah, like that.
You're welcome. He's welcome to come in with the dog too.
No, I'll be honest.
It's all good.
He's, I think he's just ready to pass through.
Yeah. They don't. I get it.
I'm,
No, I get it.
you know, I stereotype women are a little bit more prone to like stop and spend like an hour in the shop. And
Sure.
he's like, 5 minutes does him good, and he's
I understand. So this is when I used to be cool. That's a New York Times article about my store in Tucson.
all right.
Here are business cards. You're welcome to take one. Each one is a painting. And basically, I'm live on the internet. I bore the internet twice a week with my paintings.
Okay.
And
Definitely.
yeah, I have
see
fun.
What you're doing right there. Very nice.
Right, what I am doing right here is this little picture right there.
Oh, nice. Where was that located?
I think it's in Oregon.
Okay, we actually went to Oregon last year.
Yeah, this
We
was
had a nice trip.
Yeah.
But we were along the coast.
beautiful.
Kind of along the coast.
So yeah, I'm trying something out. A viewer sent in a picture. That's the picture, and then I'm destroying it.
It's way better than what I can do.
I'm trying to pretend that I can hold a class in here, you know,
I think you're
a
doing
sip and
fabulous.
paint kind of sit.
So,
I think you're doing
Thanks.
New Brunswick.
Oh, it's
Thank you, I appreciate it.
thank you.
Like I said, the next time we come in town,
Yeah.
I definitely, like, this is so cool.
Safe travels, and yeah,
Thank
check
you.
me out online.
I definitely will, thank you.
Cheers. So that's nowhere near where I was thinking of. New Brunswick, Canada, way over on the Atlantic coast. Wow. Like I said, it's obviously New Brunswick, Canada. It seems like it's on the Atlantic coast. Thank you, Laura. Thanks everyone for showing up, for being here today, watching a man flail about. It's classic. She's not wrong. Like her husband was like, I ain't going in anywhere. Sure, I guess you can go in. Don't buy anything, you know. Classic.
Laura D.E.Z. Art said, it's in the Bay of Fundy. Highest tides in the world.
Whoa. Yeah, you got like 18-foot low to highs. I think I saw a thing about it. Yeah, I think it was like 18 feet or 18 meters. It can't be 18 meters. I think it's 9 meters. No? What is your tidal pushes? In Mexico, where I go down, it's like, if my parents could tell me if they're here, 5 feet on the max. The bay where I was doing that Mexico painting last week, the bay that's in, all the water recedes out of the bay, and you could just walk out there and people go clamming and all that jazz. Whoa, that's just water. All right, we're still fussing about. It looks to me like this needs a little bit of mellow. So I'm going to bring back a little bit of that earlier paint because I need it. I didn't throw it all away. Good for me, but it's still getting everywhere. Welcome to the paint show. So above this seems to be, what are we looking at? Mossy growth? What is that stuff I'm looking at on there? Whatever it is, that's what I need to get to the color of. And it's all going to be up here. Ooh, that's not it. Sometimes you just realize. All right, that's better. So again, kind of looking to blend the specialized moss with the red underneath. because it's just how it is.
Boomerly. Set. Puertocitos.
What's up, Boomer League? What's up, Boomer League? Boomer League? Boomer. Sorry. Just having fun here. Yeah, you see what I did there? So we just kind of we just kind of we made a real position with that. And it looks like if we bring that down, we could probably get some closer action there. Just kind of fussing about, people. Kind of fussing about. Puertocitos. Yeah. And it looks like, see what I'm getting at here is that all this green kind of just extends down further than I was expecting, which is fine. You just got to do it. Don't be afraid, or be afraid. Either way, stuff is gonna happen.
CJC Gaming. Set. Oh yo yo yo.
Oh yo 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 yo.
Hamsters.
How you doing, boss?
DEZ art. Set. Ranges from 8 to 14 meters, depending where
Whoa.
you're in the bay.
So it is 8 to 14 meters.
Twice a day as a bore, which is a large single wave.
Get out of here. No way. No. So a tidal river. So basically, oh, I think I watched this. So the little, it's like this big, maybe 8 inches, and it's just like, it just travels upstream. And I think I've seen some people surf it.
TJC Gaming. Set. Hello space. Hello chat.
Hello.
How are we?
Hello, hello. Oi, 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 oi.
Set. I'll send you a
Cool.
video in Discord.
Very cool, thank you.
DEZ art. Set. Yes, that's it.
Yep. That's very cool. So, as you can see,
DEZ art.
I screwed it up with that green.
Idiots surf the wave.
Yeah, I've seen those idiots do it. I'm gonna kind of just go over it and clean up a little bit, just to kind of give it a little bit of different, you know? Because, look, it's a painting, yeah? And all you need to do is make it your own, people. Doesn't even matter. Throw in some trees. People will be impressed. They will see what they want to see. That's the beauty of kind of like art. Do what you want to do. Ah, I'm a messy dude today.
Set. That coffee looks delicious. Would be even better with a dab.
This guy's crazy. Let me just fix this rock so you guys don't have to look at this atrocity. Gotta fix it. Needs fixin'. Okay? Okay. Bing, 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 bing. Can't mix that much color. I don't care who you are. What I'm looking to do is blend, you know? I'm trying to bring in the reds, the greens. It's all of my paintings tend to be this crazy rainbow. So I want to keep that up. It doesn't matter what part of the rainbow we're in. Each one is that. Hello, hello.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Welcome to my studio. All the artwork is my artwork.
Nice.
Yeah, I have a little fun here. I have a YouTube show where I bore the internet a couple times a week, have some fun, say hello, you know, and make some paintings happen. And right now I'm ruining one as we speak.
Isn't that where the best film come out to?
That's it. It always,
Ruin it and then it comes out.
yes sir, yes sir. As you can see, I do a little bit of interesting, I'm trying to do something different with this that's not my normal line work.
Yeah.
Very different.
But yeah, different.
Very different.
Yes.
Hopefully in a good way.
Well, yeah.
You know, I mean,
TJC
Gotta
Gaming
stretch, man.
said,
yeah.
Did we set you up with tip or Patreon links yet on Stream Elements Space?
No, not
If not,
TJ.
we should.
Not yet, sir. But yeah, someone sent me in this picture. Wait, where was it again? It's the other side of Canada, New Brunswick.
Oh,
Oh.
yeah, I see.
So,
Yeah.
and what I'm doing is just like,
Look at this.
yeah, I'm trying to quickly kind of pull a Bob Ross.
Yeah.
This one took 3 years to do.
Oh,
So it's not like, I sit here and literally bore the internet. Yes, here's one that I'm working on right now, which is the Gila cliff dwellings.
wow.
Whereas
But I got a lot of work.
Some say gila.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah,
Some
somebody
do.
said that today, and we're like,
Some do.
okay. Yeah,
Yes.
you're not
And
from here.
Vasilla.
Yeah.
And Mogollon.
And Chola Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Peak.
Mogollon Peak, sure. So I'm really trying to do something different, capture like the colors, the moment, just something, and try to really pull it together. I'd love to sit here and teach painting if I could, but I don't even know if I know what I'm doing. So, you know, I just show up and go through it. That's it. We go through the motions. All the glasswork here is from a long time ago. New York Times article about my store in Tucson.
Oh.
I was having fun. I wasn't competing with Chinese glass of any other smoke shops. This is all American-made stuff of artists, and I really cared. But that doesn't make a good retail,
Yeah, that's a
Yeah.
thing.
you know.
How do you make a living on it?
TJC.
How do you make a living doing that?
Yeah.
Space Galleria is more talented than Bob Ross. Hello,
Sorry?
Going to
customers,
Tucson
by
tomorrow.
the way.
Oh, are you?
I am the internet
Cool. Never been?
bot.
No, I used to summer there as a kid. My
Okay.
Dad, when my parents divorced, my dad moved.
Okay. Wow. As a kid, so it's going to be a lot different.
I've been back a few times.
Okay,
since,
good.
and I have a cousin who lives there, so I know a little bit. You know, I know it's changed a whole lot.
Yeah, I moved there in '92. Moved away 5 years ago, 6 years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And we're
it's-
talking. I was there in the '70s.
boy, oh boy.
Yeah, Sabino Canyon was. He had friends who lived up in Sabino Canyon.
Boy, oh boy.
And it was what seemed like a 5-mile dirt,
Yeah.
just a dirt road scraped into
Yeah.
the desert to
Used
get
to
to
be.
their house. And now it's
Yeah.
golf courses,
Yeah.
gated communities.
Yeah.
you know,
So, well, you know,
nothing,
so
nothing.
just enjoy your moment
Yes.
wherever you're at.
Well, that's what I do. And we, he had a place on the old Nogales Highway.
Yeah.
It's called the Stagecoach Inn.
On the Ajo Road now.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is off of Old
TJC.
Nogales Highway.
Yeah, so on one side
Sure.
was the Yaqui Reservation, and the other side was the Air Force
on
Base.
YouTube
Yep.
to watch
So
these
we
paintings
played out in
being
the
created live.
Yaqui Desert.
Yeah. It's,
And it's still there. It's got
I'm sure, and
I don't
truly
think-
beautiful.
I don't think the sign's still up, but it had a stagecoach on
Nice.
it. That was used to be a neon lit up
Nice.
sign and had
Fun.
a wall around it that was red, white with red pillars, and the
Oh.
wall drooped in between, and it was all capped with red.
Old
cement.
Mission.
Yeah, old mission style.
Nice. Fun.
So,
So you're gonna go and visit your
go
friends
visit,
and
visit cousin and
cool.
the Sonora Desert Museum. I've always That was a place we used to, my dad would take us.
Sure. You know, for a nice Saguaro National Park, there's one on the east side, there's one on the west side. Just it's beautiful. Yep, hit those up because this is the time of year.
Yeah, it's not too hot yet.
No, there's 2 seasons in Tucson, hot or nice,
Yep,
and this is the nice time.
yep. And I used to be there as a kid in the hot time.
Yeah, only right. You'd be there
That was it.
summertime,
Yep, summertime.
and you're like, why do I keep going to the
Well,
worst?
it really didn't. It didn't bother us.
Oh,
much.
good.
We ran around. Yeah, we wore shorts and tank
Yeah,
tops.
as a kid, you could just get wet and you're
And
good.
ran around.
Yeah.
And going into the grocery stores was pretty miserable because it was cold. in the grocery stores. So
Yeah.
We acclimatized to the
Certainly.
100 degrees
Certainly.
outside because we spent all day outside
Yeah.
playing around. And my
Yeah,
dad's
yeah, yeah.
place didn't have air conditioning.
No.
So
Yeah.
we just.
That sounds fun. That sounds like a fun childhood. I'm
Yeah.
happy you're going back to Tucson. I'm sorry you're gonna see what Tucson has become.
Yes.
But you know, the desert is still the same. That's the beauty of the desert.
Yes.
4,000 years people have lived in that valley and never left.
Yep.
Imagine that.
That's
That's the people who've just been
They've been there.
just sitting.
Yep.
I love it.
Yes.
There's history there. You could walk in the desert and feel it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I grew up in Santa Fe, so.
Neat. I haven't been around New Mexico yet. I moved here and kind of just stuck here, and I'm painting, you know. And
It's a great place to be.
yeah, in March I'm planning to go up through Albuquerque, I think, to get to Colorado. So
Okay.
I'm kind of heading out and gonna do a little adventure.
Cool.
Yeah, up by 25.
Okay.
Well,
I haven't planned my trip yet.
Well,
It's
go,
coming.
I would instead of going I-25, go up 285.
Okay. A little more scenic, a little longer, a little chill.
Not much longer.
Okay,
but
cool.
Much. It's all 2 lane.
I love it.
It's all 2 lane, and I find I get tired driving the interstate, but driving up 285
I'm doing it.
is really beautiful.
And I thank you for that.
Get you all the way up to Denver if you want.
Beautiful.
Through a lot of small towns, open lands,
Beautiful.
so
I love it. Thank you for the info.
yeah,
I'll do it. And safe travels to you all.
you too. And you can go through Taos
Yeah,
if you want.
me and my girlfriend were on the bottom of Taos once before. There's a famous bridge there or something.
The Gorge Bridge.
The
yeah.
Gorge Bridge.
Yeah.
There's people who live out there in the gorge. The people who live underground.
Yeah, in the earthships, yes.
Oh, insane.
Yes.
It was in the mid-90s, me and my girlfriend were, and people are parking in the middle of nowhere. And we have to see, you know,
Yeah.
why are you parking out here? There's
Yeah.
groups of cars. First ever solar powered concert I was able to see.
Yes.
It was happening there at these
Yeah.
earth ships, and
Yes.
people sponsored this whole thing.
Yeah, yeah.
It was amazing.
Whole different.
Amazing.
Yeah. There's
Like
a whole,
people.
There's still a whole community out there.
I'm
So-
sure there are.
Yeah.
It's amazing. I loved it. That was the closest I've ever toured New Mexico. But I'm looking forward to doing it, and safe travels to you all.
Safe travels and enjoy.
Thank you.
Have a good one.
Be well, be safe.
You too.
How exciting. Isn't it exciting? Isn't it exciting? New Mexico is full of awesome things. Okay, back to it. This is where I'm not a fan of, but I see that I've captured something here that we kind of need in the painting. The color, that's important. That kind of blue, green, gray thing going on, that red clay. And then we just need to get some, this is the wrong green. I know that, I can see that. It's a little too blue, but that's fine because it'll just be in the backdrop of everything, I think. What we're gonna do is, TJ, you all right, buddy? Now they're gone, shall we? Give me 3 minutes and I'll be right back. Keep yourselves occupied by doing cool things. Oh my goodness. So, let's block in the next session. I've lost my paintbrush. Talking to people. I put it down. And where did I put it? So many. Oh, there it is. All right. Blocking in. Let's just get a close-up real quick of this, shall we? All right. I think if I keep adding, I really want to thank everyone for being here today. You're really making me feel good. This is when it all comes out of the, where this guy doesn't know how to paint. This is where everything is shown. But again, we have to understand that painting, there's many versions of what we're doing in life. You can, you know, be a realist. You can be many different forms of art. I think a lot of people may choose to do something so they don't have to learn it, which is a dangerous slope. You know? You don't want that. What you do want to do here, I gotta change this angle. Yeah, you want to learn the techniques and then go off and have a lot of fun, you know? What you don't want to do is not learn. Because then you're just goofing about. And don't goof. Don't goof. Alright, we got the angle better. So that was a applique and disarray. That's what I'll call that one. I put the paint on it and then I scraped it off with the brush. Yeah? I'm mixing it right on the board because I'm not too worried. All the colors work. All the colors are needed. Goodish. So what I would do here is now I would outline, but instead of doing that, we want to keep bringing nature to the front, right? We want to make it look normal, natural. Now, this all has some stuff to it. About that, how do we make that stuff come about, you say? suppose we could go about it with this and just use like a paintbrush like this. And what we're going to be doing is just creating a lot of highlights, but we have to make them all happen kind of. I got to change the brushes out in order to do different areas for sure. You might be wondering, well, it seems like you're going in the highlight right away, but in a way I kind of am, because I want to show that all of this is a terrible brush, I think. I have to use the old sponge. Ye old sponge. Because collect a wider swath area. And then back here we're just gonna, so don't be afraid to find some other pieces in your house that you can work out and use. It's all good, dudes. Doesn't matter. This is all underlayment for what's going on top, which shows off the everything. Sure. So, this is where, I mean, it's so hard for me to really paint it. Not gonna lie. Because right now, right here, is where I need to come through with some lines. Have to. Because if I don't, it's all screwy. Blue, it's a weird color. I mean, who knows? What if we have to come back and do this painting? What if? What then?
Laura D.E.Z. Art. Set. Your lines are going to make all the difference with that seaweed.
Oh man, it's gonna be insane. Because the seaweed droops down, it all kind of has a formula to it where it's probably just all beautiful and each one's 5 inches tall. And then when it lays down, obviously gravity is going to be in play. So they are going to be kind of, how do we, all facing the same way. And how do we show that? I think the best form is keeping to one side of, it's keeping to one side of it. I don't know. I don't know. Might have to work out some shit. So there are definitely some areas that kind of just line work through, and a lot of times I have found, as long as I let go, if I don't try too hard, I succeed greater. What does that even mean? How do you look at something and not look at it at the same time, you know? Basically what I'm saying. Here's that blue I need. This is why I cannot, until I learn how to paint, I need to keep to myself. And I don't mind sharing it with you all, but it's all flowing down. Of course, I'm not doing the exact seaweed, but the idea here, that it kind of all flows in one direction. I bet at some point today I'm going to be like, this is terrible. I'm already feeling it. Already feeling it. But remember, art has such an interesting way about it, doesn't it? Like, which part of this painting is okay, you know? Then you start to maybe realize that there are different parts of the painting that work and other parts that don't. When I started this today, I was like, you know what? This is going to be a great day. I'm going to get on. I'm going to do a painting. And it's going to be start to finish, done. And then here I am ruining everything. Can't make life too easy, you know? I'm using those lighter areas to suggest a lighter moss. So all the previous white dots now are being utilized. I wish I liked doing my paintings more. It's a really difficult thing to understand. There's only a certain time when I like them. That's when I'm done, or when I'm just about finished. That's when they all start to pop. So there's a lot of frustration happening until I feel good about it. By the way, so let's work across here, go directly this way. Right? So this is a forward hump. And it's just going to all make some sense, hopefully. Skadooshk. Now I'm like more comfortable because I'm in my home territory of like, okay, I blocked out what I need to make, and now I can spend 16 years figuring this out if I need to. Let's hope that doesn't happen. Interestingly enough, we're gonna need a lot of this to be up here. Probably a little smaller brush. But I'll make it work. We will make it work. I kind of take a mental image of the image in my head, and then I work with it. And I look at it, and I'm like, oh yeah. So we're looking for that forward momentum, a lot of pushing, and then laying back down over here. Therefore, it'll be a lot easier. Distance. Creating distance. On the distance ship. And then up here we will need some darker color. Maybe a darker green color. Also, trees. Let's just see what this does here. Wrong color. That's okay. Now, it's going to take a lot of work. Ah, shucks. There goes all my free time. I'm just following any of the colors that I've laid down previously. Kind of makes for a natural lines I don't have to contemplate and think about. Remember, a lot of the green is going to be plopped down here also. So when did this painting go from something everyone can do to, oh, we're just watching a painting? When did I ruin it? Let's go with a little bit of yellow. And really, I guess I'm not ruining it. Because essentially, all painting, you know, I mean, it's looks like a painting, doesn't it? Yeah. Right now, that looks like a rock. This looks like water. That looks like a rock. Looks like it's splashing up. Don't get it twisted, people. That's not what's happening. Blink. But from that angle, it could be a whatever. Matter of fact, I mixed a little bit of that green blue with some of this purple. You know, maybe that's what this channel has to offer. It may not be a step-by-step guided instructional thing, which I would not mind. It could be fun. But it's more like taking some time out of the day just to relax a little bit. Hang out with me, say hello. You can't even see what I just did. I guess you kinda can. That's cool. That's cool. Hmm. It's all about mixing them up too. When it comes to my weird paintings. Mixing up the colors on like so many of the same colors. Repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat and repeat, you know? And then that just creates this beautiful kind of blend. Methinks. Getting paint everywhere. I bet you. I'll bet you I'll be a fan of this painting when I'm done. I'll bet we also have a lot of work to do. But now, thanks to you, Laura, I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, I'm back up to 5 paintings. Next week, I think I'm going to do a study of red, and we'll have 6 paintings
Laura D.E.Z.R.
that we'll be working on.
I know you will be. It's already coming out great.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be fine. Right now this is bugging me, but I gotta let this all just sit for a minute. We'll pull this light back in, of course, but that'll happen later. You know, colors. This is definitely more blue-green than it needs to be. But the underneath color of that moss, I think, is blue-green. So it kind of it'll all vibe out when I get the this top coat color back, which was already there earlier. I just wanted to throw in some lines, make sure we get some of that texture underneath there. Nonetheless, though, it's difficult. It's difficult. This is not easy, people. Like, okay. Bob Ross was really good. And here's what he would do. He would paint a painting before the show. Then he would paint one for the show. So every one of his paintings that you see, there are 2 in existence.
Said, I just realized it's going to take 2 to 3 layers of gesso for this wood panel, and each layer takes 24 hours to dry. I might just go get a prepped canvas instead of using the wood.
I mean, you do you, man. It's cheap, but gesso's expensive. It's all expensive. Yeah, I kind of want to just put that red back in the middle, but I don't think I have enough. Maybe. It would be right down here. And then right down here. It's kind of like a... Now, all those striations that are in the picture, I'll do my best. But they literally are which looks extremely odd now, but it will look normal in a minute. Now you know it's good when you can't stop. I like those moments. I'd really like to learn how to be a better instructor of paint, which means I just got to keep doing it. There we go, that kind of helped. See, that kind of just helped lay it flat. That's what I wanted. I wanted to lay that flat real quick before I stepped away. Therefore I can take a look-see and it all kind of makes sense again. Yeah? All kind of makes sense. Hey gang. So I like this. So this little piece right here between is good because it's working somewhere right there. So yeah. Tell you what, I'm gonna jump out. I gotta eat. Gotta have a little snackaroonie. Looks like Saturday we'll be back in it. We might be back on this painting. Yeah, that works. It definitely works. We might do the study of red, which I'm using this canvas to do that with. It's going to be a big one, but we're just using one color, one red, and we're going to go with it. Until next time, I want to say thank you everybody for being here. Thank you to my patrons. You guys are wonderful. TC Hollingsworth, Jennifer Hudson Gorman, Junior Sim Racing, Boomer League, and Sandra Scala. I really appreciate all y'all for being here, watching, giving the thumbs up. Silver City's beautiful. I'm gonna go walk around in a little bit out there in the old sunshine. Have a wonderful day, everybody.